All right, welcome back to tennis. It never ends. It never ends. We're in Abu Dhabi, which is not that far away from Melbourne. I don't know how. I think it's like an 8-hour flight. We're here. Yala's playing soon. Penko is just playing this ridiculous match where she was winning easily and now she's losing badly. At this rate, she's probably going to come back to win. Yala's coming on after this. There's been a few long matches, which is why this keeps getting delayed, and it's getting later and later in the Philippines. It's getting later and later in Australia. It's 2 a.m. right now. But I told you this is what happens. Australian Open is over. By the way, peace and quiet. It's very quiet outside at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. Nice at 9 a.m. Well, look, I'm good. Everybody else can have the good time zone now. Oh, the schedule's out for tomorrow. Shit. All right. Let's have a look at what that looks like. What's plans tomorrow? By the way, chap, in terms of Australian tennis, today's been a bad day. It's been a bad day for Australian tennis, and it's not been great. All right. So tomorrow. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. So Yala's not playing tomorrow if she wins, so she gets the day off tomorrow. But there are other matches happening, so that is fun. All right, cool. Then we might watch something. I don't know. We'll just have to see what we do. We might watch Yala play doubles. That could be an option. She's playing doubles with Chen as well. And she's playing Fernandez, so I feel like that's a good idea. Starts at 10. Wait, what? What time? Oh, it's on it probably this time tomorrow. Yeah, we might watch Yala play doubles. Depending on the time of it. But we'll see. Have you not slept yet, or did you just wake up from a nap? No. I've been asleep. No, I've been awake. And since after the Australian Open final, I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and then had a normal day, and now I'm here. Chen joint match was good, quite good earlier. Yeah, I saw the score for that. God, Jordan's having a tough start to the year. I can say that much. As an Australian, it is a tough start for a joint. She just keeps getting tough first rounds. All right. 6:30 p.m. Abu Dhabi. We're looking at 7 hours behind. All right, so we're looking at 2 a.m. That's fine. That's fine. We can watch the other tomorrow. Are we watching Raducanu? I didn't even realize Raducanu was playing until somebody mentioned it 5 seconds ago. No. Sorry. No. I didn't even know she was playing. I knew she was playing in Romania. I didn't know she was playing today. I thought she was playing tomorrow. When is she playing now? Or is she playing later? What time is she playing? Oh, she's playing in 45 minutes. Okay. No, we won't watch her, but that's interesting. By the way, Chad, I did order my Carlos shirt. It should be here this week sometime. So when it gets here, I'll show you all. Whoops, we don't need that at the moment. Let's go with this one. Also, interesting Alcaraz news. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. Go check it out. I got 6 hours, then got up at 6 p.m. Melbourne time. Shit. Wait, were you in Melbourne? God, Penko is going to come back here, and we're not going to watch this match for another 2 hours. Boo, no double header. I don't want to do a double header after an Australian final, bro. I'm here. Please just just let me, leave me be. We've just watched like 28 days straight of tennis, and I'm back. I should be on a plane to bloody Thailand or something. I mean, I should be on holidays for this week, but I decided not to go anywhere. Can't be doing double headers and shit. Bad luck for Raducanu if Cam watches. Well, that's fine then. I won't watch. And we'll watch her tomorrow after she wins tonight. She'll win, right? And then we'll watch her later. Fine, we'll watch her later. Don't worry. Oh, there's another match on, is there? Before Raducanu. So there's like Raducanu will be out for a while then. Is that the situation? All right, Selematova is winning. She's 2 games away from winning this match, then we can get the Yala match on. We can get our whoa, Jesus. We can get things started. What have we been up to today, chat? Now that the Australian Open is over. Hey, Arian, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate that. All right. We need Selematova to win this one.
Cam, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking tea. Wait, what's this? Oh, Strava. Dutchy, why you sent me a Strava? We're not going there. I thought you sent me something that we were going to watch. I don't know. I don't care what's going on in Strava right now. Is anyone playing in Strava that we should be watching? I don't know. Arian, thank you for the 2. Yeah, it's just tea. It is tea. It's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. I'm not drinking. Yeah, but Osa lost already. That was interesting. It was very interesting. Been listening to Carlos's interviews and everyone's opinion. Did anyone have a negative opinion on Carlos? I mean, if so, they should be in trouble. Good damn job at Melbourne. Thank you. Today is Monday. Is the stadium starting to fill up? There's more people there now than there was in the start of the day. But they do something really smart with the seats. They make them different colors so that it looks like there's people sitting there, but even though there's not, like from a distance, it looks like it's full. It's a sneaky trick, but it works because if you look at the stands real quick, it looks like there's a lot of people there, but because the seats are all different colors, yellow, blue, white, like aqua. And I think it's like it's what the logo or something is, but the seats are all different colors. So if you don't look closely, if you're just like looking at the court and you can't see this, you don't look at the seats really closely. You think it's full. That's a sneaky trick they do. Arian,
is Carlos the new GOAT?
I hate that word. Let's not use that word because that's not. Nah. Let's wait until he gets to those levels of achievements before we start throwing that GOAT word around. Too much pressure. If we start calling him the new GOAT, I mean, we didn't call the Djokovic or Federer and Nadal the new GOAT. They were the GOAT or they weren't, right? Let's not throw the word GOAT around. That's just a silly word to use right now. It's too early. Way too early. He's got to like triple what he's already done and then add some because Djokovic has 24, right? No, it's all right, Aaron. You're just asking a question. All right. But yeah, anyone who's like announcing the GOAT is he's the GOAT. It's like, let's let him play. Let him play. All right. Penko is hanging on. She is hanging in. Remember when you were asking, can Carlos win 10? And you thought that was far away? Not so far now. Yeah, I mean, it could be by the end of the year, and it could be in 2 years. He'll get to 10. But, yeah, I just want everyone to pace it. Like, let's just pace ourselves with these expectations, Thanks, Gene. I made a video about that. Didn't you already send me that, Gene? I thought you already sent me that withdrawal. Must be bored. Start too early. It's fucking 2 a.m. What else am I supposed to do? I thought it felt like this match was going to be over, but then Penko just started to play tennis, so I thought this match was going to be done. But then Penko went, you know what? I'm actually going to make it a match. It's okay. Thanks. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. I'm definitely not a GOAT, but thank you. There's no denying that what Carlos is achieving at this age is remarkable. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why we should be celebrating, all these things, because he's doing things that we've never seen at this age, right? It's like, he's so ridiculously good right now. I mean, Djokovic had 1 slam at this age. Federer had 1 slam at this age. Nadal, I think, had 4 at this age, but so 7 is ridiculous. Instead of talking about what he's going to do in 10 years, let's just celebrate what he's doing now. Because what he's doing now is ridiculous. Definitely on the right track, but salute to Djokovic for the great games. Hey, look. Tennis, career is long. He might be winning 2 slams a year, 3 slams a year now, but, there's all... Sinner's still there. There's other players still there, so that's why we need to celebrate everything he does now, Because what he's doing now is incredible. Are you going to add a new shirt to your collection? Yeah, I bought it yesterday and it's on its way. Just waiting for it to get here. Is Yala Sonmez still playing at the stadium? Looks like it will be go the distance for Penko. Don't say that. Yeah, they're playing after this Penko match. Carlos super likable, humble, and overall seems to be a really good dude. Yeah, exactly. God damn it, Penko is coming back. I knew she would. I knew she would come back. By the way, this is a very interesting matchup. Not just for Yala, but also Sonmez. She was very popular in Australia, coming through the qualies, getting to the 3rd round. In Australia, we have a lot of people from Turkey, as well as we have a lot of people from the Philippines here. So she had a massive, massive crowd in her matches. Took out Alexandra in the first round, which was one of the biggest upsets of the first couple of days. So yeah, she is definitely a one to watch as well. And this should be very interesting. By the way, that did not look out for Penko, and Penko's like, "Are you serious, Hawkeye?" Yep, it was out. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Yala coming off the quarterfinal against Osorio, who ended up winning the tournament in Manila last week. We'll keep an eye. We'll see what the leg looks like as well, because she had that leg issue last week. Didn't affect her play that much. She still fought pretty hard, and Osorio just was too good for everybody in that tournament. And Sonmez hasn't played since Australia, so she didn't play last week. So we'll see if she can continue that as well. She's in good form, yeah. I mean, they both are. They both started the year with a positive record. Yeah. Sonmez on the rise, yeah. Hey, Anastasia, thank you for joining us again. By the way, I checked out episode 2. Very nice. Fernandez also gave a good account of herself against, what do you mean? What, yesterday? Are you talking about yesterday when she played? Yala and Sonmez are best friends. Oh, are they? Okay. As long as their leg's fine and play well, yeah. Well, hopefully. I mean, the thing is, like, we don't know how badly she hurt her leg. Obviously, she didn't hurt it that bad that it had to, she had to pull out of tournaments. But, Penko's, I love watching Alistair Penko. Will we cover Doha? Yes. Doha. For next week, Doha for the ladies, which is a 1,000 event, huge event. Then Dubai for the ladies. Doha for the men is going to be crazy. Next week, we might watch Rotterdam a little bit next week too, but without Alcaraz, Zverev's still there, so it's not like it's without Alcaraz, it's not a tournament. This was Zverev, I think, Auger-Aliassime, De Minaur. There's a bunch of big names still playing. And yeah, then Doha is a 1,000 event for the ladies. So I don't know if Sabalenka Raducanu will play, but Swiatek's going to play. She plays every year. And then Dubai, everyone should play because that's a massive event. And then on the men's side, Doha is pretty stacked too. Sonmez is scary after the AO run. Yeah. Why is nobody talking about how Alcaraz took a break for cramps, which is against the rules, and people are still complaining about Sinner, which he just got lucky? Well, okay, that's a good question, but also he did explain that, when he first had the umpire, and look, you can believe him. If you don't believe him, then that's a different story. But this is his account of the situation. He said that when he first felt the soreness, he thought, I've done something to my leg here. That's why I got the treatment. He explained to the doctors, I got in my inner thigh is really, really sore. And the doctors went, okay, well, we'll give you a medical timeout and we'll assess what's going on. Alcaraz doesn't seem like the type of player to lie. He doesn't seem like that kind of player. It ended up being cramp. I think did he admit that? Or somebody, it was. But the thing is, Zverev didn't want it to go on with it. So if Zverev had a bigger problem with it, then maybe it would have been a bigger story and more people would have been talking about it. But because Zverev was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. And it really didn't matter because if Alcaraz didn't get a timeout and he loses the third set anyway, does it change the match? Because it only would have made a difference, I think, had he have got the treatment, won that set in 3, that would have felt like some sort of a, robbery, right? But because he still lost the set, he lost the next set after that, and then he came good in the end, kind of like Sinner did. I know the roof got shut and everyone, he got breaks and stuff, but you can see with Sinner, he replenished his body and he got better as he went along against Paziri. Alcaraz got better as he went along against Zverev because he had the 2 sets in his pocket. So he was able to take the next 2 sets a little easier while his body recovered and recharged. And the 5th set, he was able to do what he did. But had he have won this match in 3, it would have been a bigger story. More people would have spoken about it. But because he still lost the set. Now, if we go... And also, somebody said... I don't know where I read this. I read it somewhere. That if you get... Maybe it was Gil. I'm not sure. If you get a medical timeout... Sorry, if you get treatment for heat exhaustion or heat fatigue... that relates to cramping, I guess, or you throw up. I don't know. It's some rule about heat exhaustion. You get a medical timeout or something. There's some rule that's you can get something for cramp. No, but sorry, you can't get one for cramp. But if it's connected to a bunch of different things like heat exhaustion or heat stroke or some sickness, then they can work on you. I don't know where I read that somewhere there's a rule in the thing about that. And again, we didn't get to hear from the doctors. They would have been the people that you asked. Why did you make what did you assess him as and why did you give him treatment? Like, they're the people that we should be asking because they're the ones that made the decision in the end. But had he... Okay, so let's go down the... I know we're talking about this a lot, but that's because we're filling in time. So let's say the rule... Let's say he did get a penalty for that cramp medical timeout. The score would have been 5-5, which was the score anyway. Like, that's what it ended up... You know what I mean? So it didn't... the only difference would have been that Zverev wouldn't have had to serve to stay in the set at that point. He would have got... it wasn't like Alcaraz is going to get a default if he gets a cramp medical timeout. Medical timeout for cramp, as we saw at the French Open against Djokovic a couple of years ago, you lose a game. You get a game penalty. So that means Zverev wouldn't have had to serve. He would have been 5-5, which he was anyway. So it wouldn't have changed things. That's why I'm saying if he had broken Zverev straight away after that medical treatment, that would have sent everybody into a spin. So again, that's probably why no one's going on about it, because it didn't really make a difference. It didn't matter. It didn't change things. And Zverev didn't go on with it. So he obviously also realized, well, I won the set anyway. It didn't really help him. You know what I mean? Yeah, he shouldn't have had the treatment period. Fair enough. But it didn't change what ended up happening that much. He came out, he still looked terrible. He lost the set. He lost the next set. And then he came good because he started to recharge. So, yeah, I think that's why it didn't get brought up. And again, I don't think Alcaraz is not, just like Sinner, right? Sinner didn't close the roof. It wasn't his decision. The doctors made a call and Alcaraz went with it. And I don't think Alcaraz is the kind of guy to deceive and use shady tactics. He doesn't need those. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would do that. To me, I don't know him personally, but you know what? It doesn't feel like he would be the kind of guy to use, especially when you're up 2 sets of love. What, you're gonna lie about getting cramp at 2 sets of love up? Like, that doesn't seem like Carlos' move. If Alcaraz wins the AO next year and not this year, he's still the youngest career slam at 23. No. He would have, in the Open era, yeah. But in all time, he would have been older than Don Budge. So the reason why the thing that he did last night was so significant was because of it broke the all-time record. Because there's 2 different records, right? You got all-time, which is the start of tennis, 100 and 200 years ago, whatever. And then you've got open era records, which is a different, they're sort of split into 2, right? That's why we talk about slams in the open era and slams all time. Rod Laver's won this many in the open era, this many in all time. So it's a different record. But he's the all-time record, which is even more impressive. That's why Margaret Court all-time record is 24, but Serena on the women's side holds the open era record. All right. Penko just saved a couple of set points, match points, sorry. And now it'll be Selikmatova to serve. Is that how I pronounce it? Pre-open era was a scam cam. Why, were you there? And it was called the amateur era. It wasn't a scam. What, you're going to fault the people that played in the 1940s because they didn't have technology to come down to Australia easily and swiftly? Like, why? I want to hear it now. Why was it a scam? Go on. Why? Pre-open era was a scam. That is a crazy statement. Explain yourself. Sonmez wins. Sorry, Cam. That's right. You can... I'm not going to take it personally. I love when you mention Serena. We love Serena. She's the greatest. I hope she comes back and plays some doubles. And we'll watch her. How's the court? How many people are there? It's actually not... I mean, the night session usually fills up a little bit more at this tournament, but during the day it's usually pretty empty, but it's not too bad. There's people there. What happened to Penko? She won one match this year and only 2 since the US Open. Holy shit, really? All right, Selikmiteva is going to be serving for the match. Serena's one of my favorites. Mine too. We love Serena. Yala and Sonmez are close friends. Good luck to both. Rooting for Alex. Yeah, fair enough. Penko saved match points already in this match, in this set. That's like, sorry, Rod Laver, your Grand Slams don't count because they weren't open. Or yeah. I mean, there's an argument as well that, which is why I wanted to hear this guy out, but he disappeared. There's an argument that, and Ken Rosewall brought this up a couple, I don't know how long, he brought it up semi-recently, because if you go look at Rod Laver's record, for example, between 1962 and 1969, before the Open era, there was a thing called the Pro Slams, right? There were the Pro Slams, and they weren't the Grand Slams. They weren't Wimbledon, French Open. They had their own. There was 3 of them. One was like called the Wembley Cup or Wembley Slam or something. There was another one that was like the American thing, and then there was like a French one. So they were like the equivalent of a Grand Slam, but they weren't the official slams, because they weren't obviously played at Wimbledon, they weren't played at Roland Garros, whatever. So when a bunch of big names, right, Ken Rosewall, Rod Laver being the 2 big ones, they went and played for this 7-year period. They went and played the Pro Slams. And then what happened was the Open era came around at 1968, 1969, and the Pro Slams got abolished, and the Grand Slams became what the tour valued as the best thing in the world. So those Pro Slam wins that Ken Rosewall and Rod Laver won, which they won many, they dominated that period. Those don't count for slams. Now, Ken Rosewall, a few years ago, probably a couple of decades, maybe 15, 20 years ago now, he was saying, well, I won like 14 of those. And if we had known that they were not going to be worth anything towards our grand total, and the Grand Slams, Wimbledon stuff were going to be worth something, we would have played those tournaments instead. So there's an argument to say that those should be counted as slams, because they're called Pro Slams. They're not, because the amateur era got to play the Grand Slams. The pros who got paid to play played a different thing, right? So if I go look at Ken Rosewall's, he should have, and I think he jokingly said that he has more slams than Novak, or he cheekily said something like that. Because he won. So it was the US Pro, the French Pro, and the Wembley Pro. He won 2 US Pros, Pro Slams. He won 5 Wembley Pro Slams, and he won 8 French Pro Slams, right? And this was against Rod Laver. Rod Laver was playing as well, so it wasn't like he just played a bunch of random people that nobody knew. No, Rod Laver was involved. He also won a bunch of Grand Slams as well. So you combine them, and he's got like this, 20 total, right? Or thereabouts. So he and Rod Laver was the same. So Rod Laver won 11 Grand Slams, but he won a bunch of these Pro Slams too that don't get counted. And then the interesting thing is in the meantime, when they were off doing that, Roy Emerson was winning the Grand Slams. So remember how Roy Emerson has 12 Grand Slams. A lot of those, and I'm not saying he didn't earn them, but a lot of those were not when Rod Laver and Ken Rosewall were out of the picture. So would he have won as many if they were there? I don't know. We'll never know. But it's just interesting how that kind of worked. Like, who benefited from getting Grand Slams when it's kind of like in Australia, right? Lendl was smart enough to come to Australia when everybody else, all the Americans, were like, nah, it's too far away. He came here and he won a bunch of them. Like, when McEnroe and Connors were like, it's too far, Borg. No, I'm not going to play Australia. It's ages away. But he knew that he had the smarts to go, a slam's a slam. I don't care if it's in Australia or wherever. It's worth the same as a Wimbledon. US Open, so I'm going to win that. Similar kind of thing with Roy Emerson winning those slams. He was winning what who knew at the time that they were going to be worth, because when the Open era happened, it could have been the Pro Slams that we took over, the Wembley thing or whatever. So yeah. Anyways, interesting history lesson while we wait for Penko to I guess come back from the dead, because she's at 5-0 now. She has so many match points, Sabalenka, but obviously doesn't want to let Yala play. So Rod Laver's got 11 slams, but Pro Slams he had 8. So should have 19 He should have 19 slams. Rod Laver, that's what his number is. It should be 19 because he didn't play Grand Slams between 62 and 69, but he won a bunch of Pro Slams. If they're counted, he's on 19. And that feels more like a Grand Slam. That seems like what Rod Laver should be credited for. Emerson seems low profile compared to Rosewell and Laver. Yeah, I think Roy Emerson coaches out in Queensland, or he has an academy somewhere in Queensland, I think. Well, Rosewell and Laver are obviously. They have stadiums named after him. I think Roy Emerson does too. Actually, I think doesn't Roy Emerson have a stadium named after him in Spain? I think that might be Roy Emerson Stadium. Might be in Spain, I think. It's Switzerland. Roy Emerson Arena's in Switzerland. That's crazy. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Gstaad is the Roy Emerson Arena in Gstaad. I'm sure there's a Swiss connection there. Maybe he coached somebody or whatever. But yeah, very interesting. Penko's back to 5-0, and we're still waiting for this match to end so we can watch the one that we want to watch. But we'll wait and see. If it goes 3, no sleep tonight, that's fine. I got to get back into this rhythm anyway. Get back into this these time zones and night sessions stuff, because that's how this works now. No sleep till December. Why are you streaming tennis that aren't Grand Slams? Is that a serious question or a joke? What time is the game? It's happening after this Ostapenko match, which is going forever. I knew as soon as I went live, it was going to be close. But what else was I going to do? Sit around at 3 a.m. and stare at the moon? Sent Emma's tournament scheduled for Tuesday. Oh, really? If she wins, is she playing tomorrow if she wins today? Or is she playing doubles? Is she playing doubles, Dutchie? What have you sent me? She's not on the list. Is she playing tomorrow? She's not on the... Maybe I missed it. Oh, Penko hits it in the net. By the way, this crowd is getting pretty vocal. It's 6-5. Sabalenka is going to win. Serve at the match again. Try and win this match. She's not playing doubles? Okay. So she's not playing tomorrow, basically, is what you're telling me. Nobody cares about little tournaments. We only care about slams. Ryan, you're here right now. You obviously care about something. You care enough to be here to tell us not to care, so... You have a funny way of showing it. I care about small tournaments, not just slams. Yeah. Tennis is all the time. If I only watched the Grand Slams, I'd work 8 weeks a year. Don't call me bud. Condescending, rude. Ryan, come on, man. Don't be so serious. Yeah, if we only watched slams, it'd be I'd have 8 weeks a year of work, and then I'd go and sleep the rest of it. This isn't as little tournaments at 500. Yeah, well, that's true too. It's the third biggest tournament tier of event as well, yeah. Ryan, don't you have a favorite player though? Because like your favorite player doesn't. I mean, Alcaraz doesn't just play Grand Slams; he plays other tournaments too. Like there's everyone play like the tennis. Every player plays more than just Grand Slams. They play other stuff too. Alcaraz was fined $500,000. Why was he not suspended? Thus, played the final not clean. Oh God, just let it go, brother. It should be a lovely full moon. Well, that's why we're here. Opening odds are 176 and now it's 199. Okay. Not sure why that changed. Salik Mateva 3 points away, but she was on match point many times, so we're we're waiting. Yala's coming on after this match, chat. Salik Mateva is now down break points, so we are still waiting. Yala Fernandez versus Fernandez in doubles. Yeah. Why is nobody making any videos about Alcaraz cheating? Why don't you make a video about it and I'll watch it? Be the change you want to be or whatever. All right. They're going to a tiebreak in the second set. It's all right, chat. I got nowhere to be tomorrow. How did he cheat? I don't know. People are just angry. Novak is my true goat. How is there no videos? You want me to make a video about Alcaraz cheating, or about Djokovic winning against Sinner? I made a video about that. What do you want me to do? what are you demanding me to do things? What do you want a video tailored to your needs? Is that what you want? Is the game really happening? It will. It will. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes. But it could be the next 2 hours. Penko is just stubborn. No, they haven't started yet. Ostapenko's match is still going on. I always feel there will be a Grand Slam come down because of the emotions I get from them. Oh, I agree. I was flat all day today. Yeah, today was weird. It's weird not having any Australian Open. After a Grand Slam final, if the Grand Slam final sucks, then it's all right because you kind of just go, oh, well. But when it's a good final and it's a historic, then the next day you wake up and you're like, it's like a hangover. Cam, loved your professionalism. You looked absolutely emotionless regardless of who was winning. Great. I'm glad that's how it sounded. If it weren't for Nole, then Carlos could have had a golden career slam, right? Well, yeah. Djokovic stopped him at the Olympics. So I would say Alcaraz cheated because he took a medical timeout without cramps, clearly cramping on screen. Andy Roddick even said if he were in his shoes, he'd lie to get the treatment on a podcast. I don't know what Andy Roddick said. I haven't heard what he said, but I'm not going to... We already went through this. Didn't I just go through this? You got to watch the start of the stream because I talked about this already and you weren't here. So go rewind the stream and watch the part where I was talking about Alcaraz and you can come back and I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's annoying. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it? Turn back time? Change the rules? Like, what do you want from me? I can't do anything about it. Looks like we're in for a long night. Story of my life. Cam, you think if Sinner wins, he will beat Carlos? If Sinner beats Djokovic, he beats Carlos in the final? Yes. I still believe that. If Sinner had beaten Djokovic, Sinner probably would have beaten Alcaraz. Because Alcaraz wasn't playing well in that first set. And then Djokovic's level dipped as Alcaraz started to get better. But if it was against Sinner, I don't know if Sinner's level would have dropped like Djokovic's did. And obviously Djokovic looked, in the third set, he kind of looked tired. Not that Alcaraz needed Djokovic to dip to win. He was still too good. But, I mean, Sinner, if that's the Alcaraz we would have gotten, I think Sinner would have been too consistent for that guy. And it could have been, it would have been a lot tougher for Alcaraz. But Sinner lost, and Alcaraz won the career slam. Roddick said all players will do what Alcaraz did. Okay, then why are you harassing me for? It felt like Djokovic and Alcaraz might be fighting for most slams. Would be crazy if Carlos ends up with 25. Yeah. I mean, projected Grand Slams, Alcaraz is going to win like 30. You know, but again, let's just wait. Let's just enjoy every slam that he wins until he gets to whatever. It needs an asterisk. Deb, don't engage. I know you could think what you think, but don't let them. It's only going to get ugly. You're creating. Deb, you're just going to create work for yourself. The Alcaraz fans aren't even here. They're out celebrating still. If they come in here and people are saying cheating, then you're going to have to start splitting up fights. Deb. We don't need gasoline on that fire. Thanks for covering Yala at 3 a.m. Hey, no worries. Where in Australia are you? I'm in Melbourne. Do you think Sinner will be the same after the Djokovic loss? Yes, he'll be fine. It'll be a wake-up call, and he'll get better like he always does. I mean, look at the French Open. He lost that in devastating fashion. He won Wimbledon. So I don't expect Sinner to go on... I don't expect Sinner to start completely losing his mind and losing his game. I'm sure he'll bounce back, probably with a vengeance. Hoping Tien improves? Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, he had a great... He was like the story of the Australian Open on the men's side, right? In terms of like, you know, non-top 10 players. I didn't see that, Deb. The chat was going crazy, but that's cool. Were you actually, or were you just like... Because it was because Rafa was there? Because did Rafa say so? Bakery's not open today. Novak has to skip RG for Wimbledon and US. You reckon? Actually, okay, fair enough. Raducanu's playing. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on her as well. Penko's about to win this second set, by the way, and that is just the story of the day. Have you watched the AO live in the past? Yeah, I've been to the Australian Open a couple of times. What time is it at your place? It's midnight in the Philippines. Still watching Yala's game to support it. Hey, that is called a true fan of tennis. It's 3 a.m. in my house. Just out of curiosity, how much more do you think Alcaraz and Sinner can improve? Like, can they really get better than this? Well, they don't need to get any better, do they? Because they're the best, and the others aren't really catching up as quickly as they're getting better. So, I don't like they could stay the way they are for now, but because the only one that can beat them is Djokovic at slams. And that was just what just happened the other day. See, I don't know if they'll make each other better because that's their biggest problem, right? Is each other. But they don't really fear anybody else. So they don't need to really worry yet about other players catching them yet. Until that starts happening, then they'll probably start looking over their shoulder. But they're really just looking at each other, right? How do I beat that guy? And then they're and they're going to, improve by playing each other, and then everybody else is going to have to try and improve by playing both of them. And it's, are we going to cover Rotterdam next week? Maybe. Without Alcaraz, though, I'm a little bit like, we'll see what happens. It's not the priority, because Doha will be the priority, but yeah, we'll see. We might watch Draper. He's playing. It'll just depend on the schedule. But the 1,000 event in Doha is the priority. Does Zverev have a chance at the French? He does, but I just don't think he can beat Alcaraz and Sinner. Maybe he can beat one of them. Penko's got set points here. God, this match. Penko's going to a third. Chat. This is exactly like, I shouldn't have gone live. I knew exactly. Like, the second I went live, I went, this is going 3. And it's gone 3 in the most painful way as well. 5 a.m. day. Hey, look, I love watching the sunrise. Who doesn't love a sunrise? That's all right. I've got nothing to do tomorrow. To sleep. We're going 3. Yay! That set should have been over 30 minutes ago. That's right. This would be a good way to get my sleep schedule to the right time zones. This will actually work well. What an ugly match. 8 winners each, 21 errors from Seluk Mukteva, and 50 errors combined in that set, and only 16 winners. That is terrible. Shocking set. They got one more of it, and we're for over an hour as well. God, I hope one of them just wins really quickly. I'll be back for the match. No worries, Deb. Don't worry, Cam. Quick third set. I hope you're right. Come on, somebody who can hit the ball hard. Somebody win. Yeah, but Osa lost earlier. That was pretty crazy. Tiebreak third set. Don't say that. Don't say that. What's my favorite slam? Wimbledon. But I'm very much becoming a fan of Roland Garros. That might actually be my favorite in a couple of years. Roland Garros is becoming more and more of a favorite for me. You may as well watch Raducanu. She's on court right now. Is she? You might not be wrong. It might not be a bad idea. No more sleep for Cam until the sun rises. That's it. It's actually going to be hot tomorrow too, which is fun. No, we're not going to watch Raducanu. She should win. Knowing our luck, the third set will be a tiebreak. Well, let's hope you're wrong. Let's hope we're all wrong. Let's hope Penko gets her shit together and just gets it done. By the way, Penko was up like 5-2 in the first set, and she lost that badly. And then she was down like 4-love or something. Raducanu straight sets? I hope so. And then we'll watch her in a couple of days. By the way, Chad, thanks for all joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 1 million subs by the end of my lifetime. So if you could just subscribe, we'll get there faster. Wake up after Penko's game. Or wake you up after Penko's game. Okay. All right, let's hope Ostapenko starts playing properly. Emma has just started. They are warming up. Cool. Hey, Caesar, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Appreciate it. Could Pliskova return to top 20? Maybe, if she stays healthy. Respect Penko. She respects Yala as... Wait, what? God, Penko's going to lose this. She's going to go down 5-love and come back and win 7-5. I think Sonmez no match to Yala. Yala's... Because Yala win twice. Do you think Fernandez and Yala will face each other in this tournament every match? So, are they even in the same draw? Like, same half? So if Yala... By the way, Badosa out actually helps the winner of this match because Yala versus Sonmez winner plays Sasnovich, which is interesting. Fernandez will be in the final, which is... Fernandez has to get through Bencic, Towson. I mean, there's so many big names there. Bottom half of the draw, Yastremska, Alexandrova, Chen, Navarro, Baptiste, Samsonova. I mean, there's a lot of the Fernandez versus Yala final is a long way off. There's a lot of names in the middle. This is delayed. Yala already won the championship. Oh, did she? Oh. So what? So Yala already won Abu Dhabi. Is that what you... Oh. Am I watching? I must be watching a replay. I'm watching because on my TV it's got Ostapenko's playing a first round. So this must be a replay. So you're telling me that I can go to sleep? Like I can leave? Oh. So wait, this is just a replay. So what am I doing awake? Crazy. Oh, congrats. I'm sorry we missed it. Sorry we missed it. Crazy. Oh, Doha starts now. Oh, tonight, the first day of... Oh, okay. He's making a fool out of you. Is he? But is he though? I didn't even have to stay awake. I could have left. I could have gone to bed. Holy crap. That's crazy. Raducanu is playing Minen over in Romania. And she should win in straight sets. I say should. We'll keep an eye on the result. He's trying but not successful. Cam is making a fool out of him. No, I'm making a fool out of myself. That's the whole point. Will Yala then beat Fernandez in doubles and partner in doubles? Yala's got a tough doubles match tomorrow. Fernandez and Miljanovic. Miljanovic is a very good doubles player, very accomplished. And Fernandez has played a lot of doubles too. So Yala and Chen are going to have a real tough match. It's going to be a very tough match tomorrow. We'll watch it because it's got four very good players. But tomorrow's going to be a very tough doubles match for Yala and Chen. Previous match with Ostapenko's taking forever. Yeah, I know. The good thing for Penko is that she can win sets in like 20 minutes. So that we could be, and I'm not saying we will be because I'm probably going to not, I think we jinxed it. But it could be over in 20 minutes. But also it could be over in 2 hours because you just never know. Penko is is like that. You just never can tell. Keeping all the listeners awake. Yeah, well, it sucks for you guys in the Philippines because now you have to do it was all right in Australia, right? And when it was in Manila, but now you got to do the what tennis really is, and that's all-nighters. You got to stay up all night to watch Yala because they're going to put it on all times of the day. Actually, Abu Dhabi is not a bad time zone for you guys. It'll be when we go to Indian Wells that it's going to be real hard. Miami and Indian Wells is going to be tough. Love your enthusiasm. Who's your top 5 tennis players, men and women currently? What do you mean top 5? In which way? Who could win Prime Barty or this Raducanu? I don't know, but that's a great matchup. Who are my favorite players? Top 5 men and women? God, that's too hard. Too hard to just name 5. Canadian time zones when the Canadian Open's. Yeah, well, that's it. Is Badosa still injured? I'm not sure. Go ahead, we want to hear you. Hear me what? So it's 1-1 in this third set. Indian Wells and Miami's is a nightmare for us Aussies. Tennis is a nightmare for Aussies. Supporters and on the court. Sonmez and Yala are good friends. This will be a friendly match. Yeah, it'll be fun. I tell you, this Penko rally is crazy, and she somehow won it. Oh, Penko. that was a tough rally for Penko. She's just like playing Alcaraz point. That was a hell of an effort. As we can see, previous Yala's fight, she struggles at quarterfinals. She tried to sleep in at semis. If she made it, she win final. Man, maybe. I was going to watch Dasher, but I picked sleep. Good choice. It's so late now, Abu Dhabi. It's already 8 p.m. You're not late, though. Is that late? Raducanu has begun. All right, Penko trying to get this break. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. It is it's one of those matches. This is what happens when you... Like, I got to be honest. I don't know why they put Yala on last. That doesn't make any sense. Except for maybe they wanted to put Sonmez on as, like, because I don't know what, like... In Abu Dhabi, I don't know what, like, is there maybe a lot of Turkish people that want to go watch it later at night? But I don't know what the thinking was to put Yala versus Sonmez last, because it's always going to be late for the Philippines, like, past midnight, right? I thought they would have maybe accounted for Filipino time, but obviously it must be because Sonmez is like the main, like if they've got a big Turkish population, which I have no idea, but if they have, then how close is it to Turkey? Then maybe she's like the tournament, the person that the tournament, like, people want to watch. Well, she got a wild card, right? I mean, look, it's not far away. It's not close, but it's not super far away. I don't know. It's all about the crowd. They don't care about TV. Yeah, fair enough. A lot of Filipinos live in the UAE. Okay, maybe. Okay. Well, yeah, but still, I don't know why they wouldn't have put it on at this time instead of the next one, but who knows? Who knows? It's currently 12:14 a.m. in the Philippines. Yeah. I tell you, Penko's just playing the most dramatic match of the year. Match of the year right now. She's playing match of the year. It's a cool time for Brits. You mean the same people that were crying last week are now having a fun time? I have no sympathy. 3 a.m. in Melbourne? Yeah. Where's my sympathy? Hey, Penko broke! Yay! I'm just kidding. Being a tennis fan is not for the faint of heart. Do you have an favorite OG tennis player? Yes, Leighton Hewitt. Leighton Hewitt. Thanks for streaming. No worries. Alex Yala's game is the last game of the day. Shows that she really matters. This is the most awaited event of the day where the crowd expected to flock to Yala. There you go. That explains it. Ostapenko's up a break in the third. Excited to watch Sabalenka to Iala's fight. She beat Swiatek and now is online. Who's beaten Australia? What? Sorry, I missed half of that. That was my bad. Alex Yala's game is a lot. Yeah. Ah. Penko's got the break. She saved match points to be here, so that's fun. Oh, we weren't all crying. I love listening to tennis in the middle of the night. Distractions. Hey, Christine, I appreciate that. I think, to be honest, I think it was, from what I could hear, it was the northern America, the North American continent were the ones that were upset by the finals being at night in Australia. That's what I was hearing. In that part of the world, they weren't happy that it was a night final in Australia because they had to stay up until 3 a.m. At least that's what the word was on the street today in Australia. Should we change the question was, should we change the Australian Open time to account for a North American audience? And everybody in the comment section of that video was like, hell no! It's an Australian event, they can stay up. I wouldn't mind the night final was fine, but I actually wouldn't mind it being 2 p.m. a day final. Because yeah, it would suck for Europeans, but Americans and Canadians would actually get to see it at a reasonable hour. But they're going to account for the Australian crowd. Always. Penko's up 3-1. Unpopular opinion, I predict that Sonmez will beat Yala and then make the final. I think there's a lot of Sonmez fans still here. So I don't think that's super unpopular, but it's probably not popular in the Philippines. Watching from Scotland. Let's go, Alex. Hey. Shout out to Scotland. Why on earth won't you watch Raducanu, Cam? I watch her, people get shitty. I don't watch her, people get shitty. Just can't win. I just can't win. Also, she's winning, right? So, we're not missing out on anything. And this match was supposed to start 2 hours ago. I didn't know Raducanu was playing. I didn't know Raducanu was playing until about an hour ago when somebody mentioned it in the chat. And I was like, wait, what? When did that happen? I thought she was playing tomorrow. See, I fucked up the time zones just as much as everyone else. I thought she was playing at 3 a.m. tomorrow, not now. I thought she was playing day 2. Come on, Penko. Let's get it done. What's from Arizona? Let's go, Alex. Hey. Shout out to you, Arizona. I live in Abu Dhabi, and Yala's match was originally scheduled for 6:10 local time, just in time for many fans to arrive. It's been delayed by 2 hours. Yeah, it's because earlier in the day there was long matches, so they pushed it back. And then this match is taking a lot longer than they probably expected. Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 hours ago, this match. Maybe an hour and a half, roughly speaking. Should be an easy 250 points for Emma. Not really any big threats. Well, that's probably why she's playing. And the fact that her dad's from the country. I think she played the same tournament a couple of years ago. Penko trying to get the double break. Watching from Italy. Let's go, Alex. Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you. By the way, Chad, I've been listening to Avicii all day. Anybody like Avicii? Been on a bit of a Ministry of Sound binge lately. And I got Silhouettes by Avicii stuck in my head. What a tune. Such a tune. Salik Mateva looks like she's going to fall over. She looks sore. Now, Avicii, legend. The legend. Not covering Raducanu matches anymore. Danny, you sound sarcastic. I don't know if you're being serious. Are you upset by that or are you being condescending? It's a good word. I like that song, that too, yeah. That is, yeah. I mean, Levels is his best, right? But that one, Silhouettes, is just like, just gets you fired up. It's a great song to listen to in the car. Belinda's playing a W75 tournament in Florida. Hey, I love that she's on that grind. You were one of the first streamers to cover Yala? That's right, Danny. I'm just making fun. If I knew that Raducanu was playing tonight, I would have prepared, but I didn't prepare. I was like, okay, Abu Dhabi, that's the biggest tournament of the week. I'm like, okay, who's playing today? I'm like, okay, Yala's playing at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. What am I going to do? Okay. I just didn't have, I forgot that Raducanu was playing. And then I had no clue that she was playing tonight. Even though she's up 3-love with a double break, so let's just watch her in a second round, maybe. Deuce. As Penko wants that double break, and we want her to get that double break just so we can watch Yala. Ready for the Rockies baseball? Oh, wait, what? Are we back? Are we back? Oh, that's in like a couple of weeks. Hell yeah, Rockies baseball. Let's have it. Let's get back on the Rockies. Penko's got the 4-1 lead. Let's get it. We're going to get the Rockies back. We're going to make the playoffs this year, baby. We got this. We got this. Oh, spring training's in March. Oh, okay. So we're not back yet. All right, well, tell me when we're back. It's going to be our year. Do I watch baseball? No. I do not watch baseball. Let's go Rockies. That's it. Let's go Rockies. Watching in London. Shout out to all the Filipinos. Hey, shout out to London. My second home. I would live there again if I could. Oh, pardon me. Maybe not London, but I live in the UK if I could. My husband and kids woke up this morning and asked why the house is so quiet. Where's the tennis? Yeah, fair enough. I woke up this morning thinking the same thing. And I said to my wife, what am I going to do today? And she didn't answer because she wasn't there. I don't know where she went. She must have left early for work or something. Really hoping that AO semi-final day is not the best of tennis this year yet. Nah, we'll get another one. Don't worry. We'll get a better day. We'll get a good day again. There'll be a good final or something. The match has not started yet. But Penko is trying to help us out. She's trying to get she's up 4-1. She's going to get broken. She's going to lose a set, Penko. She's going to play tiebreak or something. This match is not over. Let's not get our hopes up, chap. Let's not get our hopes up again. I hope you get a good night's rest. Yeah, we will. Well, Penko's going to get broken. Here we go. Raducanu's up 4-love, though. Nope, the match still has not started. Not yet. Waiting for Yala Sonmez. It's 12:25 in the Philippines. Yeah. It is getting later and later. But welcome to the true... We got to figure... What do we call staying up? I mean, we call it like savage o'clock, don't we? What's like the witching hour for tennis? What do we call that? We've got to give it a name. What do we call it? It's got to be a cool name. What do we call it? Oh, Penko. She's 6 points away. She is 6 points away. Time violation, yeah. Watching tennis after midnight is a time violation. It's a sleep violation. Yeah, stupid o'clock is definitely the hour. That's what we call it, stupid o'clock. It is stupid o'clock, yeah. That's what we call it. See, I'm not used to stupid o'clock. I'm going stupid. Yeah, stupid o'clock. That's the word. That's what we call it. Hey, Osterpinger's up 5-1. Raducanu's up 5-love. It's all coming up Millhouse. 5-1 for Penko. Now watch the tiebreak in 30 minutes. Middle East swing, 11:28 a.m. here. Nice. Waiting Yala match from India. It's 10 o'clock here. Well, we're nearly there. Maybe. Sinner's next tournament is Doha. You need a coffee? Yes. No, I need this match to start. And then I'm going to watch the sunrise. But tomorrow will be an earlier night, so I'm not so stressed. I love staying up all night. As expected, you have done a quick video on Raducanu's coach splits today. Got disappointed you were not covering her match. I know. And I've already explained that 700 times. I didn't think she was playing today. I read the schedule wrong because the time zones are wrong. So, yeah. I mean, I could have done no video about Raducanu and still not watched it, but I did. At least I did one thing. Can't you be just a little bit happy with one thing? I made a video about it. Nobody watched, really. It was in the middle of the finals. Nobody cared. Can't you be happy with that? How are you at streaming midnight? And how are you up at midnight streaming? It's not midnight. It's 3:30 in the morning. That's a little. It's not midnight. If it was midnight, I'd be jumping for joy. I don't want to talk about Dasha. We're not talking about Australian tennis today. I don't want to hear it. No talk about Australian tennis. I follow Emma too, but I have no idea where she's playing today. Yeah, I knew she was playing Romania, but I didn't know she was playing on day one. I didn't know. That's right, Isabel. Thanks for the response. You're welcome. Who do you think will have the bigger fan support in the crowd? Probably Yala, but I'm not sure. And hopefully we'll find out very shortly. Or in 4 hours. I'm not seeing the score because it hasn't started yet. The match hasn't begun. Penko's 1 game away. 1 game. 1 game. Salik Mateva had match points like an hour ago. I'm very interested in both players have crazy support. Yeah, I'm interested to see if Sonmez has crazy support because she had crazy support in Australia. And I wonder if the support's going to be crazy for her there. 1 more, Penko, don't take it till the tie break. Yeah. This crowd's getting into it. What should have started 3 hours ago didn't even start yet. I know. Don't worry, it might start in about... Oh, they might... This match might end in about 5 minutes. Imagine if Penko dropped out of the top 32 and played Swiatek first round at Wimbledon. Oh, no. Don't put that out there. That's not funny. Yeah, the crowd in Melbourne was crazy. My 9-year-old son was crushed by some crazy... Oh, that's sad, Chris. That's not cool. Hopefully your son's okay. Raducanu won the first set 6-love. For those playing at home. So we're missing out on nothing. Penko's going to get broken. I just know it. This is what's going to happen, Chad. I'll tell you, I can predict the future, right? Penko's going to get broken here. Salik Mateva's going to save match point, hold serve, and then Penko's going to serve it at 5-4 again. Save a break point, but then win at 6-4. So this match is over in about 15, 20 minutes. She's down love 30. This is what's going to happen, chat. I told you what's going to happen, right? That's what's going to happen. Penko's going to get broken. Salikmateva's going to save a match point, but then hold. Make Penko serve for it again. Penko's going to save 30-40, going to save another break point, but then she'll eventually win the match. But it's just going to take an extra 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I'm a wizard. God, I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I know. Raducanu's match might finish before this one. So then we could have watched it. We could have watched it. Tell me you told me so. Come on, everybody. I told you we could have watched it, Raducanu. I told you we should have done it. I'm sick of people telling me they told me so. I told you Alcaraz was going to win the Australian Open against Djokovic. Come on now. Hey, Penko's 2 points away. He was okay. Happened twice. Crushed by a crowd in her match. Crushed on the fence. 2 hours in the practice. His favorite is Demonor when getting an autograph. Think of yeah. Some people are just crazy with that shit. Like, they just don't they don't realize. Like, they're just so blinded by the celebrity in front of them. They're not thinking about people around them. Same thing happened when I was same madness happened when I saw Alcaraz in the flesh. And he walked straight past me. But security whisked him away because it was just getting too dangerous. It's crazy, man. Like, people aren't thinking at all. They're just like, I need to get this thing in my hand signed by this person. And they're not really thinking about who's in the middle, who's between them, right? They're just like throwing. Some people throw their shit at the player, and it's just crazy. People are just psycho with that stuff. I can't show the match because that's illegal, but I'm gonna tell you what's happening. Penko's got match point. Penko won. Yeah, I was wrong. Let's go. It worked, chat. I told you it would work. It worked. I said something was gonna happen, and the opposite happened. Yay! By the way, Raducanu won the first at 6-love in 25 minutes. That's incredible. What a start. Penko wins! Yay! You're awake? How? Just because. Emma just bageled Minin. Yep, we talked about that already. Alex Yala time, that's it. We've finally come to that time of the evening where Alex Yala plays. Let's hope she wins now, because we've waited a long time. By the way, chat, we're almost at 1,000. We can get to 1,000 likes. Come on, we can do that. Yala fans are here, and we can get to 1,000 likes. Impressive comeback from Penko. Now she saved multiple match points. When Qatar Open starting? Next week. I want to say next Sunday, maybe. Yeah, it's after midnight in the Philippines too. So you guys are on my level. It's too late here in the Philippines. No, it's not too late. We're just about to start. Why does 2 weeks seem like a long time to see Carlos again? I miss him already. What's the replay of the Australian Open? He'll be fine. Hey, minimum won a game. Ostapenko has lots of points to defend. Final of Doha and win Stuttgart. Yeah. Imagine if Penko was unseated at the French. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. If she was unseated at the French and got Swiatek in the second round, that'd be crazy. What is your prediction for this match? I'm going to go Yala in 3. Kudos to Cam for being up this late. You're welcome. I'm so pumped to sleep all day. I do like sleeping all day. Why miss Sinner's match missing Rotterdam? Because he never plays Rotterdam. Or he hasn't played Rotterdam for a couple of years. Court is clear for the final match finally. Yep. Yala will be coming out any moment. All right. Almost 1 a.m. here. Just time to sleep. No, we're just about to start the match. What do you mean sleep? We're just about to start. We waited all this time. You can't go to sleep now. Why did Raducanu pull out of this tournament? Because she won the Australian Open. And playing this tournament doesn't... she's partying. Just like Alcaraz. Why did he pull out of Rotterdam? Because he's going to be partying. Why would... Of course he pulled out. By the way, that match was one of the ugliest matches you'll ever see. 46 errors and 70 errors combined. It combined over 100 errors. That match was not it. That was not a good match, quality-wise. Lot of errors. But yeah, Raducanu's probably partying still. Love Penko there, yeah. I mean, she's, even though there's a lot of errors, it's not boring. He didn't have the energy to party? Yeah, good one. I believe that. I'm too tired to party. Sure, he's still on the bender. He's probably still out. I'm sure there's a bar open on a Monday night you can go to. Alina doesn't strike me as a party girl. Chad, do I need to be more obvious with the jokes, or is it okay? I feel like I need to be more obvious with the sarcasm. Because I feel like it does go over people's heads. But I feel like if I'm too obvious, then it'll be annoying. If I'm like, I'm sure she's partying somewhere. That's not funny. It's annoying. All right. Yala and Sonmez walking out any second. And this crowd is hard to tell if there's a lot of people there because the seats are all different colors and it's a little... I mean, it seems like there are a few people. We'll hear the noise of the crowd. That's what will give it away. There's a lot of noise coming from the crowd, so that's a good sign. You'd be surprised there's always the quiet ones. Raducanu loves to party. I saw her at a 50 Cent concert going ham. Yeah, you went... Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you went to a 50 Cent concert and you saw Raducanu. I believe you. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I was funny. That's funny. Everything was delayed, including my happiness. Jeez. Shit. I hope you're okay. Jeez. Well, now your happiness can stop being delayed because she's about to start or she's about to walk out. I stepped away and came back and there's no match. Yeah, we've been here for 90 minutes and we've been watching Ostapenko just have the comeback of the year. This match was supposed to start 3 hours ago. Or 2 hours ago. Hopefully Demon wins Rotterdam. That would be great. And he beats Zverev in the final. Let's go. But this should be very interesting. It should be a very interesting match. I'm obviously we watched a lot of Yala, but I'm really interested to see Sonmez because we didn't get to watch her in Australia, even though there's a lot of buzz around her from the crowd point of view. And I really wanted to watch her, but we just didn't get around to it in the first couple of days because everything was so crazy. But so I'm excited. So I'm glad that we get to watch her now. I'm glad we get to watch her play against Yala because I want to see what all the hype's about. I want to see all the buzz. What the buzz is about, you know? See what her game's got. Welcome to the tennis lifestyle. Yeah, it's a fun one. If you're strong enough. If you're strong enough. Oh, here we go. They're coming out on court. Let's go. Let's go. This crowd is pumped up. They are fired up. This is a fired up crowd. Sonmez is getting a good round of applause. Jeez, her jacket just like it just lit up when she walked out on court. That camera changed the color of the shirt. Okay, this crowd is going for Yala. That's clear. I'm sorry, where are we? Where are we? What country is this in? I'm sorry, is Abu Dhabi in the Philippines? Where are we? Hello? Where the hell are we? This crowd is going crazy. It was louder than Manila last week. What the hell? Also, how many people have phones? That's crazy. Chad, I want to know though, but like, do you actually watch those videos back? Like, you filming, do you actually watch that? Because I don't watch shit on my phone that I've recorded. Like, I'll record something, I'll never watch it again. Until I get a new phone and then record something else. Like, I don't... Like, do you reckon all those people, they're probably just putting on socials, right? They're probably doing stories, that's what it is. Almost 1 a.m. in Manila, yeah. This crowd is crazy, man. Like, this crowd is actually, like it's louder than Manila. Manila was quiet in comparison. Insane hype by the crowd. I love this. This feels like... I mean, I wouldn't even say... It sounds louder than the Australian Open final. Like, this crowd is insane. Looks like a final. I know, it feels like a final, the way the crowd's responding. Madness. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. This crowd they're cheering. How you fix your sleep schedule? You just don't have a sleep schedule. That's the trick. Just don't sleep. See why they put it on last? Look, now I see. Now I understand. Sonmez, I think, is going to... Yala's going to serve first. Winner of this will play Sasnovich in a couple of days. The winner of this gets a day off tomorrow. Unless they're playing doubles, which they are. Wait until Yala wins a title and she'll be treated like Manny Pacquiao, yeah. It's already 4 a.m. your time. Sleepy? Do I look sleepy to you? Do I sound sleepy to you? Don't look at me. Do I sound sleepy? I tell you though, they are cheering Sonmez as well. It's not all just one-sided. Yala is top 45 right now. Yeah, she's number 45. Yeah. By the way, to the idiot that said wrong prediction on my video, why don't you come to the streams and say that? Why do you have to comment it like... One day, chat, somebody will yell at me in this comment section, then actually show up to the streams and try and say it to my face. One day, chat. Emma breaks in the second. Yep, up a set and a break. All right. I have no idea what to expect from this match, and I'm too tired to think. So we're just going to watch it. Yala, by the way, doesn't have strapping on her leg. That's a good sign. She doesn't have her leg strapped up, so that's good. Because remember, that was the problem last week. She was dealing with ongoing problem with her leg. But she doesn't have strapping on her leg right now. First time they've ever played. On the real, like, WTA Tour, they have played in qualies before. Of other tournaments. Surprised to see that Sonmez is the favorite. Is she? Is she the favorite? So, slight favorite. I mean, it's basically 50-50. By the way, chat, do you ever see the moon and just like go, that'd be cool to kind of go to? Anybody, one in the chat if you want to go to the moon. Like, not in like a, we're going to, not like kick out of the chat. Like, that's just something funny we say. Like, anyone, who wants to go to space? One in the chat if you want to go to space. I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe not go to the moon, but like just fly around in a rocket. That'd be fun. I will have my coffee ready. It's 12:50 in the morning. Welcome to the time of day where it's just late. It's just a late night. I prefer Earth. Really? You prefer staying here? No? Fair enough. I mean, I'd stream up in space. That'd be a cool stream. I'd stream up there. Don't worry, I'll take you with me, chat. I'd stream up there. Here we go. Let's see what happens. I don't know much about Sonmez, so we're going to learn a lot more about her game tonight. We know all about Yala. We've watched her pretty much ever since she broke out in Miami. Yala's going to serve. Let's see what happens. Again, thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for staying awake and staying up. It's, hopefully this match is worth the wait. 400 Yala down the line, that's a great shot. The crowd go wild after every point. This is going to be one of those matches. 15 love. Every point Yala wins, it's going to be crazy. Maya joint lost. Yep, but we're not going to talk about it. 15 love. As Yala serves. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Return goes back into Yala. Sonmez pass. Yala volley. Good shot. 30 love. God, I tell you, they're passionate. The crowd are loving this. 30 love. Yala serves again. Sonmez, good return. Yala puts up a lob. Sonmez comes to the net. Yala with a passing shot winner, though. 40 love? No. Yes. Was in. Beautiful pass. 40 love. All right, 40 love. Yala off to a good start. There's a bit of fault from Yala, second serve. And the return goes out by Sonmez. All right, 1 love Yala. All right, 1-0. How's the crowd? The crowd is epic. They are having the greatest time out there. All right. Back to Sonmez. Let's see what she can do. She serves in the back of Yala. Return into the back of Sonmez. Cross court the front of Yala. Sonmez wins the point. Yala overhits it. 15 love. Emma's up 3-1 in the second. Nice. All right, Sonmez serves again. Into the front of Yala. Return the back into Sonmez, but no. It's out by Yala. 30 love. 30 love. Serve again from Sonmez. Into the back of Yala. Good return to the front of Sonmez. And that forehand in the net by Sonmez. 30-15. Sonmez is a favourite because she reached the third round of the AO. Yeah. That's what I'm interested to watch her. Like, I'm glad they're playing tonight because we can get a look at Sonmez because I was planning on watching her. Had she have beaten Putin Saber, the next round, that was the one that I was gonna. I think she played Jovic. She would have played Jovic, and that would have been the match we would have watched for Sonmez. But we didn't get that match. So unfortunately, we didn't get to watch her. But we get to watch her now. She hits it out 30-0. Yeah, I'll have a chance to get a break here to start us off. 30-0. As the return goes into the back of Sonmez. Yala with a forehand down the line. Sonmez gets it. To the front of Yala. Sonmez again with the forehand. Yala on the attack. And Sonmez backhand cross court. Yala forehand goes again. The back of Sonmez on the stretch. Good shot. Yala gets there, but Sonmez goes down line for a winner. I'll tell you, Sonmez with some great defense. 40-30. Kind of like Palini. Has a bit of a Palini defensive vibe. Also rocking the same brand. Maybe that's why I'm connecting the dots. But very good defense by Sonmez. Just a brick wall. 40-30. First serve's a fault, second serve. By the way, welcome everybody. Thanks for staying up. Welcome to the life of a tennis fan where sleep is just a word that we don't know what it means. Forever tired. As with a backhand return into the back of Sonmez. That goes in the back of Yala. Sonmez on the attack. Drop shot. It's not great. And Yala puts it away. All right, deuce. All right, we get to deuce. First games of this match. Sonmez serves again. Into the front of Yala. Return the back to Sonmez. Yala forehand again goes long. And it's advantage Sonmez to take the first game of the match for her. Also, we're almost at 700 likes as well, so thank you for that. You can sleep when you're dead. Exactly. That's exactly right. That is the motto. As we're backhand down the line, and long by Sonmez, and it's back to deuce. Sleep is a mirage that we cannot see. Exactly. All right, deuce. And Sonmez serves. Out wide, the back of Yala, return goes long, and it's advantage. By the way this match has started, this could be a long match. This could be a long one. All right, advantage Sonmez. 1 a.m. here in the Philippines, and I have work at 8 a.m., yet I am watching. That is what I'm talking about. I have class at 5 a.m., and it's 1 a.m. in the Philippines. You might need to get there late. Back to deuce. You might not sleep between. You might go straight to class after this match. You might not be. Hopefully, you're not learning anything important today. All right, back to deuce. First serve the fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yala. Good return. Sonmez back in on the stretch. Yala drop shot. Sonmez gets it with a forehand, but Yala... Wait, did that go in? No, it went out by Sonmez. Yala let it go. All right, advantage Yala to get the break. Advantage Sonmez. Sorry, advantage Yala. Sonmez to serve. 2 in the morning for Cam. As they're backing out from Yala down the line in the net, we're back to deuce. Watching from the Philippines. What's up? All right, deuce again. It's 11 a.m. in the US. Do I look like I care? Do I look like I care? Anyways, backhand. Sonmez goes wide. Advantage. I'm just kidding. That's great. I'm so happy for you. So glad that it's 11 a.m. in the US. All right, advantage Sonmez. Serve's a fault. Second serve. I don't think I'll be watching tennis until like Indian Wells at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is a memory. I'm not going to be even see 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll be asleep. Forehand goes down the line in front of Yala, crossed into the backhand of Sonmez. Yala goes up the line. Sonmez gets it with a forehand cross. Yala backhand again to the forehand of Sonmez, and Sonmez in the net. We're back to deuce. This game is a marathon. This service game. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. By the way, is that Ons Jabeur's coach? Is he coaching Sonmez? That's cool. I guess because he's not coaching Ons, because Ons is having a baby. How's the audience? Very pro Yala. But they also are going for Sonmez a little bit. As with a forehand out from Yala into the back of Sonmez. Yala with a forehand goes wide. And it's advantage Sonmez. I'm just listening while I'm lying down in my bed. Eyes closed, okay? Advantage Sonmez. She serves a fault. Second serve. Advantage Sonmez. As the return goes in the front of Sonmez. Backhand now from Yala down the line. Sonmez gets it with the backhand crossed. Into the front of Yala. Yala in the net, and it's 1-1 after 10 minutes. 1-1. You can watch this on WTA TV. Not a sponsor, but I'm working on it. 1-1. 2 to 3 hour match incoming. I mean, look. It seems likely. As the return goes in the net by Sonmez, and it's 15 love. 15 love. As the Yala serves again. When is the sunrise in Melbourne today? When does the sun rise today? 6:30 in the morning. Okay, so we've got sunrise in about 2.5 hours. First light is in 2 hours. There you go. So if this match does go for 2 hours, the sun will start to rise. And that'll be a beautiful sight as I pass out. $30 love. As a return goes in the forehand of Yala. Forehand from Sonmez. Goes wide. It's 40 love. 40 love. Sonmez will scrap for every point. That's her style. I love that style of tennis. $40 love Yala. She serves a fault. Second serve. $40 love. As the backhand goes in the forehand of Yala. Backhand from Sonmez. Yala goes again to the Sonmez backhand, and Sonmez goes wide. It's 2-1. Yala holds. She's holding easier than Sonmez did in that first game. Why was Sonmez the favorite? I don't know. Maybe because betting thought Yala was still injured from last week, but she looks totally healthy to me. It's 3:30 a.m. here. My eyes are still open, waiting for the result. Hey, that is a true fan right there. Sonmez can't get a point on Yala's serve. Yala is just needs one break to win the set. Well, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. All right. Yala with the lead. Sonmez to serve. She had to fight for that first game. And this crowd are very pro Yala. So there are parts of the crowd that are also going for that are also supporting Sonmez, but Yala is definitely the crowd favorite. I mean, like I said, louder than in Manila, which is crazy because Manila was, to be honest, actually kind of a low key crowd. They were not shouting and screaming like they were in Melbourne, and tonight's even crazier than the Melbourne crowd, which is impressive. All right, back to Sonmez. She hits backhand down the line long. And it's love 15. Pardon me. Love 15. As Sonmez serves a fault second serve. And the return goes out by Yala. $15. Forehand goes down the line from Yala, but then Sonmez with a lovely volley winner. And it's 30-15. 30-15. Sonmez serves again. As with a forehand now from Sonmez. The backhand of Yala. Sonmez on the stretch. As Yala goes with the backhand down the line. Beautiful shot. 30-all. Too good. Beautiful shot from Yala. Another tough game for Sonmez here. 30-all. Sonmez serves. Serve is a fault. Second serve. It's a double fault. Okay. 30-40. Yala with a break point to take the early break. As Yala returns backhand into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala forehand into the backhand of Sonmez. Yala now with the backhand to the forehand of Sonmez. As Yala with the backhand on the stretch. Sonmez taking over, but she hits it in the net. And there's the break for Yala. 3-1. First set. 3-1. Good start from Yala. All right, Yala trying to consolidate. As that goes out by Yala, Sonmez love 15. As Yala serves again. The return goes in the front of Yala. Sonmez down the line with a backhand winner. Beautiful shot. And it's love 30. Great shot from Sonmez. As Yala serves again. Return goes to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez goes into the forehand of Yala. Cross court to the backhand of Sonmez. The Yala backhand cross court again. Sonmez doing all the running. Yala goes down the line. Sonmez with a pass. Yala with a volley. Drop volley winner. Beautiful shot. Beautiful drop volley winner. 15-30. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Chad. Bless me. Oh, man. Excuse me. All right. 15-30. It's that time. 15-30. There's Sonmez still a chance to get the break back. If she can get this point and get a break point, as Yala tries a wrong foot Sonmez and it works. Sonmez overhits it with a forehand. It's 30-all. 30-all. Serving to the backhand of Sonmez. Backhand from Yala cross court. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala backhand down the line. Great shot. Sonmez gets it with a slice. Short into the forehand, the backhand of Yala, who puts it away with a cross court winner. And it's 40-30. Yala to take a 4-1 lead. Serve again. Into the slice of Sonmez. Deep into the back of Yala. Sonmez goes down the line to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez with a drop shot. That's much better. Yala gets it. And Sonmez puts it away. Great drop shot from Sonmez to set that up. All right, deuce. Yo!
TNX comes for Alex cover. Rooting for Alex to win.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right, we get the deuce. Sonmez wins the point. Advantage Sonmez to get the break back. Yala serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back into Sonmez. Good return. Yala gets it with her backhand. Crossed into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala again to the Sonmez forehand. As Yala with the backhand inside out goes wide. Sonmez breaks back. Oh, Sonmez just grabbed her knee though. Sonmez just hurt her knee. Sonmez just stopped running. What happened? That's not good. Sonmez was running out to that shot that Yala hit wide. And she went for a lunging. Ooh. And she just kind of like jammed her knee. There might be a medical timeout here. I think she might be. Is she all right? She's stretching it. It might be either thigh or knee on the right side. Yeah, she's on the ground, like stretching it out, like trying to figure out what's going on. It might have just been a bit of a scare. She seems okay. The umpire is not getting involved. Yeah, that was super sketchy. She seems okay though. She's going to play on. No umpire, no trainer. It wasn't like Eva Lease whose leg went like the wrong way. Wasn't, but it was still kind of sketchy. That wasn't a comfortable movement. Now let's see how she got to serve. So let's see how she looks on the serve. Raducanu wins, by the way. No troubles. Okay. All right, Sonmez in the net. Love 15. And Sonmez serves in the back of the Yala. Now from Sonmez inside out winner. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Sonmez serves a fault. Second serve. There's a bit of backhand from Sonmez into the forehand of Yala. Down the line of the forehand of Sonmez. Yala forehand again to the forehand of Sonmez. She crosses it long and it's at 15-30. Yala trying to get that break back. And get that break and lead again. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yala. Sonmez backhand as Yala goes down the line with the forehand. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala down the line again. Sonmez gets it. Yala with the forehand again as Sonmez on the attack. Cross court, good shot. Yala puts it in the net. It's 30-0. Sonmez is moving fine. So it might have just been a scare what happened before, but she seems to be moving okay now. She's stretching out wide. Nothing seems to be bothering her, so that's good. All right, 30-0. As the return goes back into Sonmez. Yala forehand into the back into Sonmez. Again, the forehand of Yala. Sonmez back into the line. Goes long, and it's break point Yala 30-40. Arian.
Kamis Gota streaming.
Hey, thank you for the nice words. All right, another chance for Yala to get the break in this first set. Now Sonmez serves a fault. Second serve. Down the tee, the backhand of Yala. Yala on the net. And we get to deuce. All right, first serve coming up. Halep is watching in Romania, is she? That's awesome. All right, backhand down the line of the backhand of Sonmez. Sonmez in the net. Advantage Yala. Advantage Yala to get that break. Oh, man. Sonmez hit the top of the tape. Just missed. Sonmez serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Oh, yeah, Raducanu did win today. Second serve is a return from Yala, and then Sonmez backhand. Yala goes in the net with her backhand, and we get back to deuce. All right, Sonmez serves. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Sonmez. Down the line to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez. Again to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez backhand. Goes into that Yala forehand. And she goes down the line and just long. Advantage Sonmez. By the way, chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like tennis, you're in the right place. If you don't like tennis, you're in the wrong place. But we'll make you like tennis. And if you like tennis and you're not here, then you're not listening, so it doesn't matter. Advantage Sonmez. Can't hear me anyway, so I'm not going to say anything. Advantage Sonmez. As the return goes in, the forehand of Sonmez to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez backhand. Into the Yala backhand. And cross court into the forehand of Sonmez as Yala goes down the middle. Sonmez is there with her backhand as Yala forehand again to the backhand of Sonmez. Yala doing the stretching as we get a forehand from Sonmez. Inside out winner. Beautiful shot. Sonmez has settled down in this match. First couple of games, she was a little nervous, but last few games, she has been solid, except for that knee issue, but that seems to have gone away. Sonmez is putting on a real fight now. 30 minutes, 3-all. This is a hell of a match. I'm watching from the UK. Hey, Ruby, what's up from the UK? What's happening in the UK today? What is the weather in the UK today? Let me guess. It's overcast and raining. It's cold. Or is it sunny? Did the sun come out today? 3-all. This is a tough fight. Worth the wait. There's a fault from Yala. Second serve. As we get a double fold Yala. All right, love 15. Love 15. Oh, Emma plays Juvan next. Juvan, that's interesting. Hopefully, it's not tomorrow though, so we'll watch her in a couple days. Hopefully. Forehand goes into the backhand of Sonmez. Sonmez goes wide, and it's 15-all. That was a bad miss. 15-all. My mum is from the Philippines, but I like Sonmez. All right. All right, 15-all. As the return goes in the backhand of Yala, forehand from Sonmez. Into the forehand of Yala, Sonmez backhand. Into the net, 30-15. 283k plus subs already. Big January. Oh, yeah. In fact, I think the Australian Open men's final was the second biggest Australian Open match of all time on the channel. So that was, yeah. Second biggest Australian Open final of any match that we've watched. The biggest was not Djokovic. It was Nadal Medvedev, 22. But yeah, second biggest Australian Open match of all time yesterday. Not bad. Not too bad. And the women's final was the biggest WTA Australian Open match of all time. So yeah, the finals were two of the biggest Australian Open matches we've ever seen on this channel. You really are a night owl watching these matches late. Kudos to you. Yala holds 4-3. She gets back in front. 4-3. Edinburgh relatively good for winter. Rest of the UK is very cold. The Pentland Hills are frequently protective of Edinburgh. I would love to live in Edinburgh. I want to live there. That place is awesome. Is it worth living there? How's the crowd? They are very energetic. We don't want to make Yala's opponent feel bad, that we want them to commit errors. Okay. Nole might have lost, but his speech was a winner. Oh, yeah. He definitely won this. Well, definitely had a good speech. You didn't watch Emma today? Why? Because I didn't know she was playing. All right. Four, 3 Yala. What's the crowd capacity for this court? Great question. Great question. I'm going to guess 5,000. I'm going to guess 5,000. Chat, am I right or am I right? It has seating capacity of 5,000 on center court. 600 on court 2. I tell you, when Yala's doubles tomorrow, they're not going to be able to fit people on that court. They might have to relocate it. Hit the like button so YouTube can spread the word. Yeah, like the video so more people can come to the streams. That's what YouTube are going to do. If you like the video, it tells YouTube that this is worth watching. Love 15. Is it a backhand now from Sonmez? But the Yala's backhand, forehand went long. 15-0. You're a wizard, Harry. That's what they tell me. All right, 15-0. As the return goes, out by Sonmez. All right, 15-30. Yala looking for that break. 15-30. There's a bit of fault from Sonmez. Second serve. By the way, chat, yesterday I bought Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I have yet to play them, but they're on my Switch. As that goes out by Sonmez, 15-40. I was actually going to do that tomorrow, but I'm going to be sleeping instead. Ah, 15-40. Yala to get that break. Sonmez serves. Into the back of Yala. Return goes in the forehand of Sonmez. Yala again to the forehand of Sonmez. Yala goes cross-court to the backhand of Sonmez. Into the forehand of Yala. And Sonmez goes down the line with the backhand. Good shot. Yala gets it. Sonmez, drop shot. Yala gets it with a slice. And Sonmez with a lob. Yala gets it with the backhand, but hits it long. I'll tell you, Sonmez has got some tricks. She has got some trick shots. Well, not really trick shots. They're routine, but she knows. She got some tactics. Lovely drop shot, and then she went with the casual lob. Yala was looking for the pass, but Sonmez has got some. Man, look, Jaber's the coach, Jaber's coach is her coach now. As that goes out by Sonmez, and Yala breaks anyway. But yeah, I mean, she got some tricks. Didn't work for that game. 5-3. Yala's going to serve the set. Raducanu's not playing here because she won the Australian Open last night. Okay. 5-3. It's going to be Yala serving for the set. Five, 3. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Yala. Backhand out from Sonmez into the forehand of Yala. To the Sonmez backhand. Yala goes cross-court again with a forehand off the tape. Sonmez's backhand is good angle. Yala gets it, but Sonmez with a lovely volley winner. Beautiful play. 15. I love 15. Love 15. Love 15 as Yala serves. Into the backhand slice of Sonmez. Yala win it down the line. And it's 15-all. What time is it there for you? Late. Early? I think we might be in the early hours now. We passed late 2 hours ago. 15-all. Not yet sunrise, but we're getting close. This match is going to beat... We're going to see if we can beat the sunrise with this match. 15-all. Will this match end before the sun comes up? That will be the question. As we serve out wide the front of Sonmez, but it's a double fault to Yala. It's 1:30 in the Philippines. You guys are savages. All right, 15:30. As Yala serves. Another fault, second serve. 6:30 in the morning in New Zealand. Oh, man, I got to go back to New Zealand. As with a forehand from Yala on the stretch in the net. 15:40. Sonmez to get back the break. 15:40. As the return goes to the forehand of Yala. Backhand now from Sonmez to the backhand of Yala. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala down the line. That's a good shot. Sonmez hits it long on her forehand and Yala saves one. 30-40. 30-40. As we serve again. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Return is wide, and we get the deuce. Yala survives. Deuce. Serve again. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return from Sonmez into the forehand of Yala to the forehand of Sonmez. Yala forehand into the backhand of Sonmez to the forehand of Yala. That's going cross court at the moment. Forehand to backhand as Yala changes up, goes down the line. Sonmez goes wide, cross court, goes in. Yala gets it back with a backhand, and then Sonmez dumps it in the net with an easy forehand error. Advantage Yala. It's a set point. But man, that was a poor error by Sonmez. She had set the point up perfectly. Advantage Yala to take the first set. Is Mirra okay? Yeah, she's fine. She's chilling. She's just chilling. First serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve, Yala. Oh, it's a double fault. Oh, that was a tough one. That went out by a mile. Back to deuce. That was a long double fault. All right, deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Yala. Back in now from Sonmez. Into the forehand of Yala. As Sonmez back in on the stretch. Yala again to the backhand of Sonmez. As Yala hits her own backhand. Into the Sonmez forehand. Now Yala backhand goes down the middle into the Sonmez forehand again. Yala goes down the line. Sonmez gets with the forehand crossed. To the backhand of Yala. Sonmez trying to make things happen. Yala with a slice in the net. And Sonmez gets a breakback point. There's some good rallies going on here. Like Sonmez is like she's like these short, sharp little ground strokes that just seem to I don't know, they just seem to catch Yala off guard a little bit. Advantage Sonmez to get back on serve. First serve's a fault by Yala. Second serve. As the serve goes back into Sonmez. Good return. Yala gets on the stretch, but Sonmez came to the net and put it away. Good follow-up by Sonmez. And Sonmez gets back on serve. All right. Cam, there's a good place in the US called Raising Cane's. I've heard that. Isn't it like a chicken place? America has a lot of things that I wish Australia had, like Waffle House, and we don't even have a Denny's, man. It's brutal. All right, we're back on serve. But it's not about breaking, it's about holding. Oh, probably for Sonmez here because she has been broken. Even when she breaks back, she gets broken straight away. So hopefully, for her sake, she holds. Oh, man. Leon, I just mentioned it before. I bought Mario Galaxy yesterday. 1 and 2. I started playing like the first bit, but then I had to make a video. So I had to make the rankings video, so I couldn't play. I didn't want to play it. And then tonight I was going to play it. Sorry, tomorrow I was going to play it, but then now I'm going to sleep. I'll get to it eventually. How many in the chat get 8 hours of sleep a night? If you get 8 hours sleep a night, you're getting too much, all right? That's a myth. 8 hours a night is a myth. That's been proven by doctors somewhere. 8 hours is a myth. And if you're a tennis fan, 8 hours is too much. You're missing out on way too much tennis. If you're sleeping 8 hours a night, and you can't be a tennis fan because you're missing too much. 8 hours a night is too much. Tennis fans. By the way, I'm not a doctor. Don't take any of this shit seriously. I'm not a doctor. But seriously, if you're sleeping 8 hours a night, you're missing out on so much tennis. And if you're missing out on tennis, then that sucks. I love how serious you look. It's just the glasses. It makes me look smarter. I love 15. I'm not that smart. Yeah, I wish. Yeah. Does anyone actually get 8 hours of sleep a night? Like, that's crazy. If you get 8 hours a night, you must be like living at home and have no worries. Living at home with your parents, you're college or something, you have just like nothing to stress about. You have nothing to do. If you're getting 8 hours a night, you must just be living a cruisy life. As a tennis fan, 5 hours is good. Yeah, I'm happy if I get a nap. 15. Oh, if I can get a nap, I'll be so happy. All right, Sonmez serving to stay in the set. She hits it in the net, and it's 15-30. Chance for Yala to take the set here. We'll get a set point again. I sleep 7. Yeah, I think I sleep on average about 6 or 7. Uh, 15-30. Served on the tee's a fault. Second serve. I often get around 8, but not during the AO. Yeah. I mean, I don't get around 8 during the AO. Forehand winner, Yala. 15-40. Yala get the break and the set. All in one. Great return winner by Yala. All right, Sonmez serves again. Been a lot of breaks in this set. Serving to the backhand of Yala. Return goes forward of Sonmez, and Sonmez in the net. Yala takes it 6-4. Sonmez just couldn't get level. She would break back, but then she'd get broken straight away a couple times in that set. And Yala takes the first 6-4. That was a hard-fought set. All right. First set, 6-4. 50 minutes. By the way, chat, we're almost at 1,000 likes. We can get there. We're almost there. Let's see if we can get there before this set starts. Crowd are going wild for Yala. All right. All right, let's see the stats in that first set. So 10 winners for Yala, 12 errors, 7 winners and 25 errors from Sonmez. I mean, look, if Sonmez is hitting 25 errors and only 7 winners, double the Yala errors, by the way, and you're in the set, that's not bad for Sonmez. I mean, she played terrible and still was close. So if she cleans it up a bit in the second, that could be interesting. This could make it very interesting. All right. Here we go. Second set. Yala's going to serve first. Now she loses the second set. We know Yala. Okay. We'll find out pretty shortly. Cam, I hope your heart will not beg for longer periods of sleep. Bro, my heart is missing. So don't worry about that. You should coach Yala's serve. Nah. So Yala is meditating and Sonmez is reading a book. And that's not even a joke. She was like this and Sonmez was reading notes. All right. First set 6-4. Yala takes it eventually. Yala was the more dominant player in that set. She was up She was up a break early. She got broken back, but she never lost the lead. Sonmez has to get off to a good start in the second, and she needs to slow down those errors. Those errors are getting crazy. Serving the net is a fault from Yala. Second serve. Watching from the Philippines. Hey, shout out to you. I know what time it is. It's late. Shout out to anybody who stayed up in the Philippines for this match. Sonmez in the net, the return. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. The return goes to the forehand of Yala. Forehand from Sonmez. Cross court. Yala gets with the backhand into the forehand of Sonmez as Yala goes down the line. Sonmez was going to come to the net, but she stayed back. Good approach this time, and then the smash. Yala gets there, but hits it wide. Good hitting from Sonmez. I'll tell you, Chad, I'm liking the way Sonmez plays. She's got a fun game. It's kind of like a little bit of Leylah Fernandez, a little bit of Palini. It's just like this little bit of Ons Jabeur, like a bit of variety. All right, 30-15. She's a fun player to watch. 30-15. Good crowd on a Monday, bro. Oh, yeah, this crowd has come to watch. All right, serve again. There's a default second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Sonmez. Return is long, and it's 40-15 Yala. 40-15. All right. Yala to take the lead in this second set as she hits a winner down the line. Sonmez, great shot. And it's 40-30. All right, serve again to Yala. Serve in the back of Sonmez. Front of Yala down the line. Sonmez gets it. Cross court the back of Yala. Sonmez with a slice. As Yala comes to the net. Sonmez pass. Too good. Beautiful passing shot winner. And we get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Serve again. There's a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Yala. Forehand from Sonmez. Again, the forehand of Yala. Sonmez with the backhand into the Yala forehand as they go cross court. But then Sonmez tries to hit it down the line, misses. And it's advantage. Advantage Yala. Cam, third device, third account, sub and liked. Appreciate that. You don't have to do that. Just use one account. It makes it easy for everybody. But thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Yala serves another fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes back into Yala. Forehand from Sonmez in the net. It's 1-love Yala in the second. She hangs on to the lead. I'm watching live, but Cams makes better commentary. I'm using that as a testimonial. If that's okay. I'm going to write that down as a testimonial on my resume. From Danny. Watching live, but the Cam's commentary makes it makes better commentaries. That's going on my that's my. When somebody comes in here and says, "What is this shit?" I'll be like, "Well, Danny said it was makes better. It makes better." All right, Sonmez serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. And Yala hits a return winner. All right. Love 15. That's the best way to watch the channel is have it on TV, but then mute the commentary on the TV because... do they even have commentary on the TV for this match? I'm not sure. Some smaller events, they don't have commentary. Oh, then hang out here, where all the cool kids are. As that goes out by Sonmez, love 30. Yeah, too many errors from Sonmez in this match. Love 30. See, Cam, you not watching Raducanu this whole week. You don't watch her. She's proper Raducanu. Oh, shut up. Well, we're going to watch her in her next match, so boo-hoo. So, into the backhand of Yala. Return goes in the front of Sonmez. Down the line to the front of Yala. Sonmez pass. Yala volleys a winner. Love 40. See, Cam, when you don't watch Raducanu, she wins. What do you want from me? Great volley, Yala. You're welcome. See, we didn't watch it for that reason, I guess. Out wide of the front of Yala. And Sonmez forehand win across court. I always tell you bad luck for Emma. Thanks, Deb. 15-40. All right, 15-40. Still break points here for Yala. Sonmez serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to Sonmez. Forehand from Yala cross court. Sonmez gets with the backhand. Yala goes down the line, but it's wide on the forehand side. And it's 30-40. $30-40. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. As we serve again. Into the backhand of Yala. Forehand now from Sonmez. Yala goes cross court with her forehand into the backhand of Sonmez. As Yala goes down the line with the forehand. Sonmez on the stretch. Yala backhand cross court. Sonmez gets it with her forehand. Yala goes again to the forehand of Sonmez. And Yala then hits a slice. Sonmez with the forehand to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez back in the rally. Yala with the backhand on the stretch. Sonmez goes down the line and wide. That's a great rally. Yala was in control. And then Sonmez brought it back, but she just missed that final shot, and Yala breaks 2-1 in the second. They're playing some crazy rallies. There are some crazy rallies. All right. 2-love. All right. Yala fired up as well. Oh, pardon me. Ooh. Goes with a forehand from Sonmez into the front of Yala. Sonmez backhand. Goes long, and it's 15-love. 15-love. Serve again. All right, good serving from Yala. 30 love. Sonmez has to clean up the unforced errors, yeah. All right, nice hitting from Yala again. 40 love. All right, 40 love. Yala to go to 3 love. As Yala serves in the back of Sonmez, return goes into the forehand of Yala. She goes up the line. Sonmez goes cross-court with her forehand as Yala on the stretch goes down the line with another forehand and eventually hits it long. All right, 40-15. Still Yala with the game points. As the return goes into the forehand of Yala. Backhand now from Sonmez into the Yala forehand as Sonmez goes again the forehand of Yala. Sonmez again with the backhand to the forehand of Yala. So the backhand of Yala and Yala overhits it. It's 40-30. 40-30. Still a chance for Yala to take 3 love lead in the second. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Into the back of Sonmez. Yala goes down the line with a forehand. Sonmez gets it with hers cross court. As they go forehand to backhand. Now Yala down the line. Sonmez with a slice. That's going to go wide. 3 love Yala. She keeps the break. And extends the lead in the second. 3 love, Yala. All right. Your energy, you're so much fun to watch and listen to as well. Hey, thank you for the nice words. Okay. Yala, 3 love. Winner of this plays Sasnovich in a couple of days, who is a lucky loser who took out Badosa. So not going to be easy, but you would think the winner of this match will be the favorite probably going into that match, unless there's a head-to-head I don't know about. By the way, where are we watching from? I haven't asked that one. Where are we watching from? I know it's late and you're probably tired because if you're in the Philippines, it's 2 a.m. You're probably like, Cam, I don't want to type. Just know that I'm from the Philippines. You know what's up. Enjoying your show from Baghdad. Hey, what's up? Shout out to you. Your stream makes it easy for me to keep track of the tennis. Hey, that's the point. Here to be to keep people up to date with what's going on. We got watching for Abu Dhabi, Greenland. That's funny, Vince. Very topical. But the wrong topics. We don't talk about politics. Politics are boring and nobody cares. New Zealand, we've got Oklahoma, Nevada, UK, Scotland, New Jersey. We've got the Philippines in the house. All right, Sonmez to serve. Now, wide the back of Yala. Return goes back into Sonmez. Yala with her forehand to the back into Sonmez. And Sonmez hits a lovely cross-court winner. 15 love. Mississippi, Kentucky. Germany. Romania. Tasmania. What are you doing above 5 a.m. in Tasmania? crazy, man. Don't you got work tomorrow? As Yala hits an error. 30 love. As that goes out by Iala on the return. 40 love. Watching from Austria. I've been to Austria. I've been to Vienna. It's cold. And I went to that yellow palace. As we go back into the net from Iala, and it's 3-1. Sonmez on the board. I went to the... I'll show you. I went to that palace. I've been places, chat. I've been around the world. Where the hell's the photo? I've been there. You won't be able to tell it's me because I'm not looking at the camera, but trust me, it's me. I think. I know it's me. I think I got the photo. There's Vienna. God, these are some good photos. Can't really see who it is. It's the guy standing there looking at a thing. See, chat, it's me. I said I was there. I've been there, see? It's me. Trust me, it's me. I didn't take a photo of a random guy. I've been there. See? I've been there. Is there a better photo, though? I've been there. 15-0. As Yala serves. Great likeness. It was me. Hang on. I got a better photo than that. I got a better photo. Where is the better photo? Also been to Stonehenge. All right, 15-0. As it back in from Sonmez, the front of Yala. Yala hits it long, 15-30. All right, 15-30. Can't find the really good photo, chat. But trust me, it's there. Okay. Sonmez trying to get the break back, and she hits a backhand wide. 15-0. 30-0. 30-0. There he is, chat. There he is. There I am. That's me. That's definitely me. I could get the beanie. I've got the beanie to prove it. That's me. I went to the thing. Anyways, 30-0. There's been a four now from Sonmez, the forehand of Yala. Sonmez with a volley. That's off the tape. Yala with a passing shot, but Sonmez with a forehand winner down the line. She's apologizing for the lucky shot, but she'll take the shot. That's a random guy. You can't fool us. Shut up. That is me. That is me. And that's me in Venice. I've been there too. See? That is me in Venice. I just don't like looking at the camera. And that is me. I went to Iceland and I was just sitting on the thing. That was me in Iceland. They're all photos of me. You look like a spy. No. I look like a tourist. It was freezing cold. All right, 30-40. Break point here for Sonmez as we're back in now from Yala. Sonmez on the stretch. Yala goes cross court with a forehand. It's wide. Sonmez breaks back. Shout the Blue Lagoon, yeah. Your pick, your Stonehenge. You want to see me at Stonehenge? You know you're supposed to face the camera. No, the coolest shots are looking away from the camera. Looking at the camera is... that's what everyone does. Looking away from the camera is cool. Where is the Stonehenge thing? Where is it? Bum, bum, bum. There it is. These photos all look like some random person. It's not. It's me. I went there. See, look, Stonehenge. I'm just looking at my shoes. Just looking at my shoes. Don't worry about it. I was just looking at my shoes, right? Just seeing if they were tied. Somebody took that photo, obviously. I'm just looking down at my shoe. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Who took all these photos? A drone. A random person, tourist. Somebody walking past. Paparazzi. All right, 3-2. That's why I look down. I'm like, no photos. I'm trying to just hang out at the Stonehenge. As we return now to the back end of Sonmez. Yala with a forehand. We're back on serve here. And that goes in the net by Sonmez. Love 15. I'll try those poses next time. Hey, look, they are winners. They're my secret poses. You know, Blue Steel from Zoolander? That's my version. What the hell did he do? Oh, that's a fountain in Melbourne. Okay. I was like, where's it? Where was Alcaraz getting photos? Anyways, backhand down the line of the backhand of Yala. Yala over hits it 15-0. This is a great and exciting match. It sure is. 15-0. I've also been to Turkey. True story. Haven't been to the Philippines, though. Yet. Maybe this year. First at the fault, second serve. Into the backhand of Yala from Sonmez as she eventually hits in the net. Sonmez, 15-30. As the return goes in from Yala, backhand into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala backhand again, the forehand of Sonmez. Down the line of the forehand of Yala. Sonmez again to the Yala forehand. Sonmez goes with the forehand cross court. Yala's there with the backhand into the forehand of Sonmez. Yala forehand crossed into the backhand of Sonmez now as Yala goes down the line with the forehand, but it's long. 30-0. Do you think Yala can make a run at it like Miami this year? You think? Do I think that she can make a run in Miami again? Maybe. I don't know. There'll be a lot of expectation over there, so I'm a little interested. I'm interested to see how she does with the expectations. That goes in the net by Sonmez on the backhand, and it's break point of Yala, 30-40. 30-40. Listening from Jamaica, it's 18 degrees Celsius. That sounds cold. All right. Breakpoint in Yala. And Sonmez serves a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yala. Return down the line to the forehand of Sonmez. Yala. Forehand again to the forehand of Sonmez. Crossed into the backhand of Yala. Sonmez on the stretch. Into that Yala backhand. Great shot. Sonmez with a slice. In the net. Great rally. And Yala breaks again. 4-2. 4-2. Any matches we're watching tomorrow? Well, Yala's playing doubles with Chen. So we might watch that. All right. Nice work from Yala. Again, Sonmez gets the break back, but she just can't hold in the game that she needs to hold to level. Are you watching ATP matches? Nah. No, because there's not really many. We might watch Davis Cup on the weekend, maybe, but probably not. To be honest with you. In fact, we're not really watching any matches this week. The fact that it's 5 in the morning and I'm watching this match is an exception to the rule. But yeah, we're not going to watch too many matches this week because of, because we've got a big couple of weeks coming up in Doha and Dubai. There's a bit of double fold of Yala, love 30. Yeah, it was supposed to be vacation week, but I forgot to book a flight. Love 30. Feast is back. Nice. Love 30. By the way, chat, thanks for joining us at all hours of the night. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Served into the backhand of Sonmez. Return the forehand to Yala. Sonmez into that Yala forehand. As Sonmez backhand again. Yala goes into the Sonmez backhand. As Yala forehand goes down the line. Sonmez gets it with the cross-court forehand to the backhand of Yala. To the forehand of Sonmez. Into that Yala forehand. Sonmez digs it out again. Yala goes cross-court with her forehand. Slice Sonmez goes deep and out. And a big shot from Yala. 15-30. Huge rally and a huge reaction. 15-30. Yeah, Yala's fired up. All right, Yala serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sonmez. Good return to the forehand of Yala. Sonmez into that Yala backhand. Now with a forehand from Sonmez. Yala on the attack, but hits it in the net. 15-40. I'll tell you, Chad, if Sonmez had a bigger serve, Yala would be in a lot more trouble. But she's probably a bit fortunate that Sonmez's serve is not unbreakable. All right, 15-40. So Sonmez just needs to hold one of these games if she can get this break back. Return goes into the backhand of Yala. Sonmez with a forehand down the line. Yala gets it with her forehand into the backhand of Sonmez. Yala forehand again to the backhand of Sonmez. Yala back, forehand down the line. Goes long. Sonmez breaks back again. But in this match, it's not about breaking, it's about holding. Got to hold serve. Got to hold serve. She's up a set and a break. She should try to calm more with the serves. Easier said than done. All right. Sonmez back on serve. Crazy break again. Back and forth, yeah. But Sonmez needs to hold. I mean, it doesn't count unless Sonmez can hold. She hasn't been able to do that. All right. Gotcha. I can feel it. I can feel that wall coming towards me. I'm about to hit it. Crazy break. There's been a lot of breaks in this maths in this mathematical equation, aka tennis match. Ooh. 4 double faults in this match. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not terrible. Who's saying that's bad? Who the hell said that? Okay. Can Sonmez hold? That is the question. She hasn't been able to hold the level in this match for a while. It's a big game. Sonmez serves. Into the forehand is a fault. Second serve. It was a let. Sorry, let. Sonmez serves again. Into the forehand of Yala. Good return. Sonmez goes down the line with her forehand to the forehand of Yala. As Sonmez backhand in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Sonmez serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Yala. Good return. The front of Sonmez. Sonmez hits a wide. Love 30. Here we go again. Love 30. As the serve down the tee into the forehand of Yala. Back into Sonmez in the nets. Love 40. Yala get the break and serve the match. Last few matches, Yala has dominated the first set and lost the second. Okay. All right, Sonmez needs serves. She serves in the forehand of Yala. Return goes in the back of Sonmez. As we're backing from Yala to the forehand of Sonmez. Sonmez goes wide. Another error by Sonmez. That was, again, another poor game. She works hard to get the break back, but she just can't hold. And Yala's going to serve for the match. All right. Yala is serving for the match. And to play Sasnovich in a couple of days. As the return goes into the backhand of Yala, forehand from Sonmez. Into the net. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Ace down the tee. 30 love. And the crowd go wild. 30 love. Yala serves again. Two points away. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Seven to the backhand of Sonmez. Good return. Yala gets it with the backhand of her own. And then Sonmez with a forehand winner. All right. 30-15. Great shot. 30-15. The crowd is very lively. They are very energetic. 30-15. Serve again. As the return goes forward to Yala. Backing out from Sonmez down the line. Beautiful shot. All right, 30-0. Great shot again from Sonmez. 30-0. As Yala serves the forward to Sonmez. Return the net. Match point Yala. 40-30. To get the win. And to play Sasnovich in the second round. The lucky loser in a couple of days. You think maybe Yala would be the favorite in that one. I don't think they've ever played before. All right, Yala serves. Match point. Serving to the backhand of Sonmez. Return goes into the backhand of Yala. Sonmez. Inside out forehand. Winner. Great shot. Deuce. And also Yala is playing doubles tomorrow. With Janice Chen. Against Leylah Fernandez. So we'll watch that tomorrow. As we return now from Sonmez in the forehand of Yala. Crossed into the back of Sonmez. Yala forehand down the middle. Sonmez hits it in the net. Match point of Yala again. It's been a hard-fought match. You can tell by the reactions of Yala how intense this has been. Despite it being seemingly pretty easy. It hasn't been easy. All right, advantage Yala. Match point number 2. Serving the back of Sonmez. Return is into the forehand of Yala. Sonmez. Forehand. Goes long. Yala wins. She gets it done in a couple of sets, but that was not easy. She definitely got a lot of, and they hug out the net. They're friendly. And Sonmez is probably thinking, I'll get you next time. Oh, they're good friends. But a lot of errors, unfortunately, from Sonmez. So it wasn't her best performance. But Alex Yala just stood strong. Now she's going to have to serve better against Sasnovich because Sasnovich is very dangerous. And Yala can't be giving away breaks like that against Sasnovich. But she gets it done. She gets it done in straight sets, almost 2 hours. And now you can all go to sleep. Yay. We can all pass out now. Yay. Worth the wait. If you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe on the way out. Finally. Yala and Sonmez, Lisa are a trio of friends. I'm not sure how Elise, maybe, I don't know. She's not here, though. She's on an injury at the moment. Much harder than the match at Eastbourne? Yeah, Sonmez is getting better. Cam can sleep now? Yes, I can. What's the next one, Cam? We'll be back tomorrow to probably tune into the doubles, Yala's doubles match. And have a listen, have a watch of what she has to do tomorrow. So, yeah. We'll tune into her tomorrow in the doubles. Hey, Joe, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Is Alex treating Sonmez shopping spree? I don't know. It's 5 a.m. Now I can sleep and get up at 7 a.m. Crazy. How was the crowd for this match? Were they wild? They were wild. They were going crazy for Yala, which is awesome to see. Abu Dhabi was like the Philippines. Yeah, super loud. Super, super loud. All right. Cool. Yeah, lots of people there supporting Yala. Chen Yala doubles will be interesting indeed. Oh yeah, we'll watch that tomorrow. Just don't sleep. What if you have to stay up until 7? Yeah. Well, that's a decision you'll have to make. What time game tomorrow for Yala? I think it's a little bit earlier tomorrow. So that's good for all of us. I think it'll be on a lot earlier than this one. Let's do this again tomorrow. Not this late though. Yeah. Don't worry. Tomorrow will be a little bit less intensive. I'm pretty sure it'll be a little bit more time friendly. And then she's not playing singles tomorrow. She's only playing doubles. Her double partner is Janice Chen. So Southeast Asian doubles combination. I wanted to have supper and came back and the match is over. Yep. Thanks for the watch party. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Hey, the sun comes up in 30 minutes. I'll be asleep by then. I won't get to see the sunrise this morning, but I haven't done an all-nighter for a while, so it's good to be back. Will the other fight Sasnovich? Yes, they're playing the next round. I think Yala should wait for Qatar. Instead, though, plays for Alcaraz. Okay. Alcaraz is not playing in Rotterdam. That's already news. 42 errors by Sonmez. That's a rough one. 15 winners, 42 errors. 14 winners and 24 errors from Yala. So a good, solid performance by Yala, but Sonmez gave a lot of... We had 10 breaks in that match in the 19 games, so that's not ideal, but Sonmez just... Yeah, wasn't her best day, unfortunately. I think Alcaraz should... Yeah, okay. I can win this 500. Who's the top seed? Bencic or Mboko? Bencic. I don't think Mboko's playing. Bencic is the top seed. But you'll have to go through Alexandra Eala in her half of the draw, so that's on the cards. Thanks for the late night or early morning watch along. Have a good sleep. No worries. Thank you. You too. My dog's name is Mia. Yala could have gotten the first at 6-2. Yeah, true. Pardon me. All right, chat. That's it and that's that. We've done a good job. That's getting through that match, getting through that late night, the late nightness. But we'll be back again tomorrow to do it all again in the Yala doubles match. And then we'll see what else is going on, because there's probably other matches on around that time. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. But yeah, we'll tune into the doubles and see what's up. But Yala wins. Yala gets a win in straight sets. 4-3. And we'll be back again tomorrow. By the way, Pirikar versus G is about to start. It's already 2:30 a.m. in the Philippines. Yeah. Welcome to the Welcome to the tough part about being a tennis fan. Now I can go back to working. Hey, have fun. All right. I was wrong. I thought it'd be 7-4, 6-4, 7-5. Yeah, fair enough. Krejcikova only playing in the doubles, not the singles. Is that true? That's weird. That's interesting. That is interesting. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow to do the doubles, and yeah, and then we'll probably watch Yala versus Sasnovich in a couple of nights' time. Hopefully, it's not on as late. Hopefully, they'll put it on a little bit earlier, at least for maybe the first night match instead of the second one. But Yala beats Sonmez 6-4, 6-3, and she is into the second round. I'll see you guys tomorrow.